brackets like this, and now, yeah. Okay. So understanding basic operator and or not double quotation as well as brackets on Google. So is there any difference between and or not double quotation and brackets on LinkedIn or job portal versus Google? Anyone here?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, there is a difference actually.
There is a
So
difference. What
we,
difference is
yeah.
that?
So like we usually use space pipe as a space here in Google.
Hmm?
Is it right?
Yeah, you're right. Can you please be louder?
Okay. So I was saying that usually we use pipe in Google as a
Hmm?
space. That's the one difference. And like there is a limit also like 32 keywords, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can use maximum, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not remembering so far.
No problem. That's fine. Okay. So now let's go for the first operator and then we'll go for or, then we'll go for not, then we'll go for double quotation, then we go for brackets. So now let's say in Google, I just search for Java and JavaScript. Okay, already it's there. Okay. So when we search for Java and JavaScript, okay, like in LinkedIn or in job portals, if I need to find a person who is working on Java and JavaScript both, then how I'm searching? Come on, guys, be involved.
LinkedIn or Google?
Huh?
In LinkedIn, sir, or Google?
In LinkedIn. In LinkedIn
Oh,
or any other job portal, if you want to search for Java and JavaScript, how are you going to search?
We have to add the operator in capital letter like
yes.
and, while in Google, space is fine. Like we need not to use this and operator, right?
That's fine, but just tell me, answer me. What I'm asking is, if you want to search on LinkedIn, how are you going to search?
We simply type the two keywords which we are looking for using the operator and.
Simple Java space and space JavaScript, right?
Yep.
See, this is how your interview questions also will be. The more straight and the more crisp answer is, the better the chances of getting shortlisted. घुमा फिरा के देने से shortlist नहीं होगा. Some people won't understand it. Some people need the direct answers. Okay, so the question is, how are you going to search for person who is working on Java and JavaScript in LinkedIn? Anyone here? How are you going to search for Java and JavaScript in LinkedIn? Anjali can go.
In the LinkedIn search bar, we can put Java and JavaScript and enter.
Simple Java space and space JavaScript, right? Okay. Same search we're giving in Google, Java and JavaScript. So is it working same, similarly, like as if like a LinkedIn?
No, no, no.
No, it's not working.
So we have
Why?
to use some like titles or what we are specific. We have to be very specific on Google searches.
Google
No,
search
but
and
what is
space
happening
itself.
when I'm searching for Java and JavaScript? What is happening here?
Search results for what is Java and what is JavaScript is coming.
That
So
is fine, but what is happening? Just observe some of the results and tell me.
It is taking as a complete string, Java and JavaScript.
So it is differentiating Java and
comparing,
JavaScript and Java.
yeah,
Yeah.
comparing both the keywords.
Okay. Observe the highlighting part. Java, JavaScript is getting highlighted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Observe that part and tell me when we are searching for Java and JavaScript, what is happening?
Java and JavaScript is coming in between. Instead of and some word VS, NOR, in between some other word is coming.
The web, what are all the Java and JavaScript are dumped and showing those results.
Observe the whole screen, observe the whole URL, and tell me what is happening. Let me scroll down slowly from top to bottom. Forget about differentiation or anything. Okay, end of the day, when I give up keywords, search engines are giving me the results. If I'm searching in LinkedIn also, it is giving me the results with Java and JavaScript in the profile page, right? And that Java and JavaScript is appearing anywhere in the profile page, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, here on Google, when I'm searching for Java and JavaScript, okay, we'll scroll down slowly, forget about differentiation, go about the keyword, forget about what kind of a results, just go about the keyword and tell me what is happening. I'm scrolling down slowly. Focus, guys, focus. This is where the
Mostly the
starts.
courses.
Java plus and plus JavaScript.
What?
Mostly both the courses available.
That
Forget
and
about
it
type of content.
Sponsored
Forget
content.
about type of content.
and
I'm
is
not
not
concerned
behaving
about
like
the
an
content.
operator.
Huh?
And is not it is not taking and as an operator, it is taking as a keyword maybe.
Spot on. And here is not taking as an operator, it is taking as a keyword. Like if you see here,
Yeah.
Java and JavaScript. When and is getting highlighted, that means is it taking as a keyword or as an operator?
It's a keyword.
Keyword.
It's taking as a keyword. So does really Google understand A and D and?
No, not as an operator. As a keyword, it's
Not as an operator. Google is not understanding as a operator. Google is not understanding and as an operator. Rather, Google is understanding A and D and as a keyword. Similarly, I just go here, Java, instead of and, I'll just use space and search for JavaScript. Team, please do not join from mobile. If you're on a laptop, excellent, but please try not to join from mobile. Okay, now here we have a Java space JavaScript. Just give me a second, team. Okay. So now what we have done, we have searched for Java space JavaScript. Now tell me what is happening. Here we have seen that A and the and is also getting highlighted, and that A and the and is working as a keyword and not as an operator. Similarly, you tell me when we are searching for Java space JavaScript, what is happening?
We are getting searched by both the keywords.
And is been taken as a keyword, not keyword, operator, and it has been replaced plus in the search bar.
Sorry, I was on mute. Again, I'm scrolling down slowly. Take a look at the search result and tell me when we are searching for Java space JavaScript, what is happening? Just try to understand the search behavior.
Here, the space is being used as an AND operator because we can see Java and JavaScript as a result.
Java, JavaScript as a
Yeah,
result.
yeah.
So space is working as a AND.
And yeah.
Now, here is a evidence of it. How is that Google does not understand A and D AND? Okay. Do we need to use A and D AND in Google?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. No, we don't need.
Uh, Shiv, I understand that, we don't have to give end specifically. However, do we see any harm in giving end operator?
Yes. So maybe not in a short searches like this, but when you go on a long searches, when your strings are lengthy, so what happens is you have a limitation of the space. You have a limitation of a operator and a keyword that is up to 32. So when you're using this extra and or not, then these words are considered as a keywords, but not as an operator. Then what's happening? Ultimately, we are losing on the consumption of the space. Ultimately, we are losing on the consumption of the search results as well. So on a short searches, we might not be able to understand, but when we make some of the complex searches, when we go to the extent of when you're creating the search engines, when you're creating your own custom search engines, over there you'll realize the potential of using the minimum space as possible and excluding that and or not, which are actually working as a keyword but not as an operator, and trying to analyze the search results.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question, Satish?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So do we need to use A and D and in Google? No, we don't need A and D and in Google, as space itself is and for Google. For example, when we search for Java and JavaScript, Okay, here in the above URL, we'll see that Java plus and plus JavaScript is been searched. That means the space has been replaced with plus and the keywords and
And
clear. Here
yeah.
in the above search, okay, for example, when we search for Java space and space JavaScript, here is the search URL. Here in above search URL, we'll see that Java plus and plus JavaScript, okay, is being searched. That means the space has been replaced with plus and Java, comma, and comma, and JavaScript are considered as a keyword and and is not really considered as an operator. Hence, clear? Any questions? Any doubts? Please feel free to ask as many questions as possible.
If you give Java space JavaScript, it will convert as and. So here
What? If you
Java space again a space JavaScript.
double space,
Huh.
that's fine. How does it mean? Something
It
like in
takes
a
some.
layman language, if you say you go to hotel and you say that give me biryani and thumbs up and thumbs up. So are they going to give you 2 thumbs up or 1 thumbs up?
Biryani and thumbs up and thumbs up. So I'm asking for two
Yeah,
thumbs up.
2 thumbs up you're asking, right?
Yeah.
Or let's say you're blabbering and you're saying get me biryani and what else, what else, what else? Okay, get me thumbs up along with that.
Okay, only one.
Only one only, right? So how
Hmm.
many more times you give a space? Let's say we are blabbering and we are saying, get me biryani and what else? What else? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Some person says, Sati says, hey, I want paneer butter masala. Krishna says, I want rumal roti. And. How many ever ands we are using? End of the day, order is picked up as
Only one item.
only one item. Here, item is keyword.
Hmm.
And that and is what we
Blabbering.
are talking.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yes, sir.
Shiv, Boolean operators need to be in caps. I understand that. However, any specific reason as to why they need to be in caps?
In portals, right?
I mean, anywhere, be it portals or on LinkedIn or on Google, we give it in caps, right?
In Google, there are some operators which need to be in cap, and there are some operator which need to be in small cap. In LinkedIn, there are some operator which needs to be only in cap, like and or not. It needs to be only in cap because that's how the Boolean logic is written in the backend.
Okay.
So when we are
So you mean to say no specific reason to differentiate is why to differentiate keywords and operators is why probably you know these would have I mean job portals and search engines would have defined it that
in
way, right?
Google and GitHub will have a proper evidences when we given a caps and when we given a small caps, the operator the way it has to be given, whether it has to be given in a caps or a small caps. In little advanced trainings, we'll see that what is the difference happening when we are giving in a caps and when we're not giving in a caps. Means let's say and or not has to be given in the caps. So when we go to the GitHub, we will realize that um, the importance of caps and small caps. Similarly, there are some of the operator which has to be written in the small caps in Google. And when we go for that particular operator and the same operator which has to be given in the small cap, and if you're giving in a large caps, then you'll realize the difference. And definitely, as you ask, your question is valid. Is there any particular reason? The reason is yes. In a backend, the algos are written in that way that it has to be given in caps so that it understands it as a proper operator. Otherwise, what will happen? Now, let's say LinkedIn algo is written in such a way that and or not has to be given in caps. Then only it understands a and the and as a and, or as a or, not not as a not. But in backend, LinkedIn does not understand a and the and in a small or in a small or not not in a small. When we give those searches, so again we have two types of search results. One is the search result with this assumption, and the other is a search result with this desired one. So when we give this particular searches on a free version of LinkedIn using that small caps, we might get the result. But again, end of the day, LinkedIn's machine learning, LinkedIn has a slow machine learning in it. LinkedIn ML, LinkedIn AI will understand it as maybe this human is trying to search for this. So let me assume something and try to give me the most relevant result because it is again a data for LinkedIn or data for any other job portal. They wanted to show you the as many results as possible as per either assumption or as per either the desired search result. Otherwise, they won't be able to sell their platform. But wherein in Google, we'll see some of the examples where this particular operator has to be written in a small cap. And when we write in a large cap, it won't really understand. That is pretty much evidence. And similarly on GitHub, and or not has to be used on a capital letter. And when we give in a small letter, it won't really understand. Those evidences, we have a proper evidences. When we go to the GitHub searches, we will get to know. But wherein on LinkedIn or other platform, though we do not have a evidence, but at the same time, when you use and or not in a small letters on LinkedIn Recruiter, if you see, it won't really work it. Similarly, on a LinkedIn.com, the free version of it. Because the algos, the logic is written in the backend in such a way. Does that answer your question, Satish?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Okay. So here in above search URL, we'll see that Java plus and plus JavaScript is being searched, which means the space has been replaced with plus and Java, comma, and JavaScript are considered as a keyword and a and the and is not really considered as an operator. Hence, we don't really need a and the and in Google search as space itself is and for Google. Clear? Any doubts? Any question? Okay. So similarly, okay. So in that case, do we really need, okay, so in that case, do we really need or while we search for optional operator? Can we call or as an optional operator? This or that?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So any doubts on and, A and the and, how it has to be used in Google and why? The strong reasons, because again, the test is also going to be around this ones only. So please be focused. Please ask as many as questions as possible. So any doubts on A and the and?
No, Shiv.
Yes, no? We're good?
No.
Please be
Yes.
involved, team.
Yes.
All right. So similarly, going for O or. Okay. So do we really need or while we search for optional operator in Google? optional operator or. Let's say I'll keep it in the bracket. Do we really need? Yes, no?
No.
What are you asking?
It is required.
It is required.
No, it is not required. We use pipe as a or because
That is
or also
fine, but
doesn't work as a
going back to Satish's question now, do we
hmm.
really means is it really make any difference?
Yeah, because we remove or then that would be a space and that would be considered as end. So for or we have to use something and or is if we put keyword the or so it will be taking as like another keyword like not operator.
It's taking as an operator. I mean, like it is even considering that as an or. See in the URL, it is searching for 3 keywords.
Yeah, it is
So here we
working.
gave Java in capital, but I don't know how it has become small, but let us search again. Java or JavaScript. Okay. Again, it has become small. Let me search it again. Okay. So Java, or in capital, and then JavaScript. So are the keywords case sensitive?
No.
No,
Are the operators case sensitive?
Yes,
Yes.
case sensitive.
it is.
Right? So for and we had a evidence, but for or we are finding it a little difficult. That we are not getting a proper evidence, but let's see.
But in the search bar, it is showing Java plus or plus JavaScript.
Yeah.
Means
Exactly,
it's
spot on. That
taking,
is one of the evidence, but I'm just trying to see if we have any search result where O or is there and which is getting highlighted. Okay. But otherwise, going with the logic of here, okay. So similarly in above search, I'll just remove all this. Okay. So for example, when we search for Java or JavaScript, similarly in above search, we'll see that it is searching for Java plus or plus JavaScript. That means even here, or is being considered as a keyword and not an as, no, as an operator. So for optional.
Ideally, or is supposed to be, operating as an operator, right? So the Google algorithm has also changed, or how is it?
So in Google, or was never an operator. It was always keyword. Means and or not. In Google, they were never an operator. So here, the way A and the and is being highlighted and is being searched as a keyword. Similarly, here, or also is working as a keyword and not as an operator. Then, how do we use okay? So that would be your next question, right, Satish?
Yes, sure.
Okay, then how do we use optional operator or in Google? So instead of using or should be using pipe. Okay, so there is a difference. Some people will not understand this pipe. That is shift plus button which is above the enter. Okay. Now let's say this is a pipe. This is I. This is capital I. This is L. Can you understand the difference?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, some of the sourcing questions, some of the when you attend this kind of a what we say um, some contest, sourcing contest and all. Okay, so you might see some similar questions where smartly instead of using pipe, people might use or I also might use this kind of a stuff just to confuse you. Okay, so be aware. Okay, the pipe is little lower than I or L. So let's say I'm using Java. Java or JavaScript and asking you, tell me which one is correct.
So
Tell me which one is correct.
none of the above.
Now you know none of the above, but in test you will not really select none of the above.
Okay.
Okay. So be very careful and be very watchful. So
Sure.
that is shift. Oh. So that is shift plus tab above the enter. This is the pipe standing line. Shift plus pipe on Windows and on a MacBook. That would be command plus tab above the enter. All right. Okay. Then how do we use
Sir,
optional operator or
just before going further, you used capital I, is it, for that I mean, instead of shift press pipe,
Either
I mean,
capital I or L. Sorry, small L.
okay, when you use capital I, it is in bold, is it? Okay, yeah,
No, that's not an operator. It's an
yeah,
alphabet.
yeah.
Operator is shift plus
Pipe, yeah, that below
the
line.
one which is above the enter.
Ha.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
a standing line. In layman language, we call it a school people language, we call it standing line. In tech language, we call it vertical bar. And in your language, I don't know what you call it, but that is that. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Some people might call danda as well. So that's completely fine. But end of the day, the concept should be clear. So that is a vertical bar or standing line. Then how do we use optional operator or in Google? So instead of using or, we should be using standing line. So for example, Java or JavaScript. Okay. Now here, if you see the URL bar, op opening bracket remained as it is. Java space has become plus, and in between that or, not or, this standing line vertical bar has become %7c. Again, space has become plus, and then JavaScript, and then closing bracket remained as it is. At times, that opening bracket will be equal to %28, and closing bracket will be equal to %29. Let's say here, so that's a browser behavior. So if you see here the opening bracket now became %28, then Java remained as it is, plus, which is space, or remain as it is, again space, which is plus, JavaScript remain as it is, and closing bracket has become %29. So opening bracket value is %28 and closing bracket value is %29, which is encoding and decoding format of these operators. Similarly, encoding and decoding format of or is basically a %7c. And for space is that is plus, and for opening bracket is %28, and for closing bracket is %29. So when this is getting uh, encoded in a URL, when we're searching for this operator here, and when it is the search has been performed, when the search has been executed, and when we observe the URL, it has been encoded or decoded with the actual value of a particular operator which is written in a backend by search engines. Here, or is written in the backend as a %7c, the decoded format of or here, which is a standing line, which is a pipeline, sorry, standing line, or which is a pipe, or which is a vertical bar. Here, the decoded format of vertical bar is basically a %7c. Similarly, here also, if you see the decoded format of opening bracket is %28 and closing bracket is %29. And that means here that is where it is working as a particularly or. And it's not really uh, taking that pipe as a keyword. If you would have taken that pipe as a keyword, but we don't really see the pipe. Either it is L or either it is I. Clear? Any doubt, any confusion on this standing line?
Uh, sure. I had one question basically.
Mhm.
Can we skip the space like Java pipe JavaScript over here, or space is like necessity while using this operator?
Very good question. Okay. So let's say again another example. Here I'll search for without space Java or JavaScript. Okay. Showing results for Java space or space JavaScript. Instead, search for Java or JavaScript. Okay. So again, this is an assumption, Java or JavaScript. Though we are getting a results, but Google is actually trying to assume it and trying to give us a list of results. Okay. Like or and all is getting highlighted. Okay. And again, this is assumption,
If,
Java or Java.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Are you saying that it is taking as one word, Java or JavaScript? It's taking as one word, not like multiple words.
exactly. It's taking as one word and it is giving us a list of results with assumptions with Java or JavaScript. Okay. Now, someone asked a question. Do we really need a space before and after this pipe? Anyone want to answer?
Maybe you can use. May or may not. May or may
Like
not.
in LinkedIn or other job portals, we need a space before and after or. But wherein in Google, even if we remove a space before and after, or it doesn't really make any difference. Okay. So what has happened here? Opening bracket has become percentage 28. So there is no space. Java. And again, there is no space. So that plus is missing. But percentage 7c, which is or JavaScript, closing bracket, which is percentage 29. And it is doing the job of or as it is. So we wrote, so it depends on the use case. Do we need a space while using or in Google? Maybe, may not be, depends on the use case. If the string is too lengthy, where we are consuming the entire space of Google search bar, then it's always suggested that remove the spaces before and after or. But otherwise, when you are using some of the advanced operator in combination with or, suggestible, keep those spaces. When we go to the advanced searches, we'll understand. But for now, just keep one thing in mind for ORR, which is standing line in Google, which is type in Google, which is vertical bar in Google, we may or we may not need. That's not necessary. Means it depends on the use case. It depends on the situation. So even I don't use a space here. We're just using Java without any space vertical bar, JavaScript, it is still giving us the same results. It is still searching for Java or JavaScript. Does that answer your question? Who was that?
Yeah, Shiv, I
Rahul?
got it. Yeah, yeah.
The numbers in the URL wouldn't be same for both you and me, Shiv.
What, Satish?
I mean the interpretation, right? So the pipe symbol is being considered as percentage 7,
Percentage
right?
7c.
Yeah. So even I get the same. For the closing
Yeah,
bracket, it's percentage 29, right?
29. Yeah.
But when I'm doing the same search on my laptop, I don't see anything like that.
You see the
Yeah,
closing bracket as it is, right?
correct.
That depends on sometimes a browser behavior. Now here itself, we have seen that in one search, we are seeing like opening and closing bracket remained as it is, and in another search that opening and closing bracket become percentage 28 and percentage 29. Open a new tab, give one more search, you might see the difference.
Okay.
That closing, opening and closing bracket I've seen number of times. Sometimes it interprets as percentage 28 and percentage 29, or sometimes it remains as it is. Just give 2-3 searches, you'll see that percentage 28, percentage 29 is coming in. Are we taking down the notes, team? Though I'm writing down the notes over here, but it's always suggestible that you also take down the notes with your pen on your book so that it's getting uh, recorded in your mind.
Sure.
All right, clear? How do we use or in Google?
Yes.
Okay. Then how do we use or in Google? So instead of using or, we should be using pipe. For example, Java or JavaScript. All right. Then how about no?
I've given 3 searches, Shiv, in 3 different
Mhm.
tabs. Yeah, no
Okay,
difference there. The closing bracket still remains the same as it is in the URL also.
that's fine. It sometimes changes, sometimes doesn't. So keep
Okay,
searching. Sometimes you might see the observation that okay, now it is changing.
okay.
Sir, you open the bracket Java, then a space, and then pipe, and without a space, JavaScript will also fetch the same result, is it?
Anything is fine. You give space, without space. Questions are like that in the test paper also. Tell me which one is correct, and you'll be able to realize that okay, all gimmicks is over here. Okay, Java space pipe JavaScript, where we do not have any space. That is also giving the same result. Java pipe space JavaScript. That is also giving the same result. Or Java space pipe JavaScript. That is also giving us the same results. Or without space also giving us the same results. So do we need a space before and after or while using in Google?
Actually, not needed.
Do we need a space before and after or while using in LinkedIn
Yes.
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 or any job
Yes.
portals?
Yes.
Yes.
But my question here is, might be, I'm a little bit confused, so I'm asking. When we use a space, actually Google should get confused, no? We are telling and or together.
Google should get confused, right?
Yeah, why
So
it is
let's
not
say,
getting confused?
I'll tell you. Let's say and. Okay. So open the bracket, that is percentage 28 Java
Huh.
plus in between or plus JavaScript, right?
Correct.
Consider you are ordering something. Get me idli and or dosa.
Huh.
How many more times you say and? But in between when you enter, get me idli and or dosa. So how the order is picked up?
Get me idli. So idli he will order is picked up, and I'm thinking or dosa.
You're thinking.
Huh.
Then you say finally or dosa.
So idli
Then
or
how the
dosa.
order is picked up?
Idli or dosa.
Idli or dosa. That or is existing in between.
Okay, okay. So while taking that or, this and vanishes, like how?
And vanishes. Because or exists in between.
Okay.
In human life also you see.
Hmm.
How much of the and is there? The moment the or comes, like idli and you're thinking, and finally you're saying or dosa. How the order is getting picked?
Correct. Or dosa will take the priority over this and.
Idli or dosa. And is just the until unless you're not saying it, get me idli and dosa and vada and upma. Specifically, until unless you're not saying. But if you're keep on thinking like and finally you're saying or dosa, then it is picked up as or.
Okay.
They will provide you idli or dosa.
Okay. So the
Right?
space, if it is there.
Similarly, waiter also will say, this madam is only confused. Let me give her idli or dosa. They will not say that. Madam, kya chahiye aapko, right?
Yeah.
Will not get irritated. Same Google. Google will never get irritated with us. So respect Google.
Yes, no, I was just thinking why this Google is not getting confused. We are giving and or both, no? So,
It won't.
okay.
Because or exists in between. As soon as or is existing in between, that and is getting invalid.
Okay. Yeah. So the space, if it is there also no problem. If it is not there also, doesn't make any
If it is there,
difference.
not there also, no problem. Because see, something like get me idli or dosa. There is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
space, there is no thinking. Get me idli or and or dosa. So, right?
Yeah, I'm clear. Yeah, thank you.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
Clear, team? Any doubts, any confusion?
Shiv, can the same be would the same be applicable on LinkedIn also? I mean, instead of and operator, can we use space, and instead of or operator, can we use pipe symbol?
No, it's not applied. You try, you might get a results with assumptions. Space is something yes, but pipe doesn't apply.
So we will have
When we
to
go for
give
advanced LinkedIn searches, I'll show you that one. But for now, the answer is it doesn't apply.
so we will have to
Okay,
give and or not operators as it is in words
as
only.
it is,
Yeah.
as it is. But there are some of the tricks where we need to eliminate and to overcome the number of operators and the keywords in a free version of LinkedIn. But wherein in LinkedIn Recruiter, and is required, space doesn't work.
No, I'm talking about free search, LinkedIn free version, not recruiter.
Huh. So free version, as I mentioned, and can be eliminated and space can be used, but that is in some of the advanced searches when we want to overcome the limitation of the search operator. That will cover in our advanced searches.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Now,
you
if you see
say
here, yeah,
for now we just have to go with and or not as it is on LinkedIn free search. Free
as it is, just go as it is.
okay.
Okay. Now, if you see Java or so many times, and then we give a JavaScript. So what did it do? Has the result changed?
No.
Hmm? Result still remain as it is. Same, I'm thinking Java, get me idli or dosa. Okay, idli or dosa. Java or JavaScript. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly with and, but in between, the moment you insert or is picked up.
Just
नहीं
instead
नहीं
of
मैडम
that
को इडली
one
और डोसा
pipe
चाहिए.
or
Huh?
pipe, just write yelled. Yell.
L. It's getting confused now. Do you mean in?
No, instead of pipe, if we get confused and write L, what we will get?
Java point, it's getting confused. The results are not straight the way we got earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's say Java. So here if you see this L remain as it is.
Keyword, it is
So
taking as keyword.
as a keyword. And the results what you're getting is with assumptions.
Somewhere
So there are
inside
two
we will
types
have
of search.
L also, no?
Huh?
Somewhere inside we will have Java and L. I mean, this is and or. No, and.
Java, all JavaScript. Assumption, show result, missing. Right?
Yeah.
This is an alphabet. It's not an operator. That's an it's saying missing.
Yeah.
Missing. Everywhere it is missing. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then how about not now? How do we use not?
Minus sign.
Minus symbol.
How do we use not? Okay. So then how about not? So
Can you hear me?
yeah, tell me.
I said minus sign.
Minus, yes. Okay. So how about not? Okay. So then how about not? That is minus. For example, Microsoft or Google. Okay. When we search for Microsoft or Google, I'm getting Microsoft, Google, Microsoft, Google Cloud, Microsoft Cloud, activity, online, meeting, personal goals, Google Help, Google Cloud Storage, AI, Cloud, Mobile, video calls, analytics, Google List. Okay, then Microsoft, Satya Nadella, and then Google, then Microsoft 365, all this stuff. Okay. First, we are getting is something like cloud. Okay. So let's say Microsoft or Google, and we don't want this cloud. So we say minus cloud. Is that correct?
No, again minus and cloud it will become. It will get confused. Space.
Okay, but the way or was there, or and, then and got eliminated and it picked up as or, right? Okay. So now Microsoft or Google, space minus space cloud. Is it correct?
It is wrong actually.
Why? For or it is correct, right? Then why not for or? Then why not for and?
There it is telling or either of the one, but we are here telling straight. We don't want cloud. That's it. There we are telling Microsoft or Google. We have two options. Here we are telling no cloud. Directly we are telling don't give us cloud.
So is it right or wrong? I'm saying.
Wrong.
Why?
Space you should not give, sir.
That is there, but concept of if you see or, when I'm using or Microsoft space or space Google, then that space and then pipe or then space and. So it is immediately eliminating that space and only considering as or. Similarly here
Because
also.
we have used the bracket.
What?
We have used the bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And minus is not taking as operator here, I think. So if we give space, it is again taking as a special character or something.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can you repeat your question?
Syntax as such is like that.
Okay.
Can you
So
repeat your question once?
the question is this search correct?
No.
I want Microsoft or Google and not cloud. So I'm giving Microsoft or Google minus cloud. Is this correct?
No, actually we should not use the space
Why?
because space is considered as and in Google.
Okay, when space is considered as and in Google, here in Microsoft space or space Google.
So
In
that
that
is
case,
also you have to remove.
huh?
Both the space we should remove. It should be like Microsoft or Google and no space means no space, then no space and minus cloud.
So are you saying me to remove The space
Yeah,
before and after or.
yeah.
Okay.
And here also
Do we
before
need a space
minus.
before and after or?
No need to remove space there.
Why are you using a space when we are putting the pipe?
Do we need a space before and after or?
No.
Maybe, may not be.
Yeah.
You give space or you don't give space, it's the same.
Sir, again, if you go to that address bar, it is taking plus, minus, plus cloud. So it is taking as a, that minus also it is searching. It's, I don't know, it's a special character it is taking or a keyword it is taking. It is not eliminating, it is searching and it is taking as or and.
Spot on. So what happens when you do that? It will in fact consider this as a and. Now, if you see here in the URL, this minus is considered as an operator. Sorry, minus is
Keyword.
considered as a additional keyword, which is a special character. And
Yeah.
opening bracket %28 Microsoft, pipe is %7c Google, and then closing bracket %29. Then space, which is plus. This minus is a special character now, and again plus and cloud. Then if you see the rest of the result, we are getting a result with Microsoft or Google with cloud. Every result has a cloud, 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 cloud. Okay.
And the dash
So
is
to
also
use, and similarly, if I use instead of minus, if I use not, I still get Microsoft or Google along with cloud. Microsoft cloud.
No, that not is also coming now, sir, along with that.
Not is also highlighting. It is not taking as a keyword. It is
Keyword.
taking as a, sorry, it is not taking as an operator. It is taking as a keyword.
Keyword, yeah.
Now what I'll do, instead of using not and instead of using minus with space, what we'll do, we remove the space. Microsoft or Google space minus cloud. There shouldn't be any space between minus and a particular keyword because Google is straight. Google says, tell me which words do you want to remove. Okay, and don't give a space between not and a keyword. Then only I'll remove. Otherwise, I'll understand that space as and that minus as an additional keyword, maybe a special character or additional keyword. And I'll not really understand that as a not. Rather, I'll understand that as a special character or a special character keyword. And I'll give you the results with cloud because you have mentioned the cloud and cloud. But if you want to exclude, Google is saying, give me a search in such a way that what are the keywords you want to exclude? Minus keyword, minus keyword, minus keyword. Now let's say I want to exclude minus Google, minus cloud. Let's say Satya, minus site, minus cloud, or is this correct? Satya Nadila is coming. I want to exclude minus cloud or Satya. Is this correct?
No, it's wrong. So we use that minus in before that keyword, so it's not considered the bracket. So
You
only
are
we
kind
use
of there.
minus cloud, like minus cloud space minus Satya.
Exactly. What will happen if you do this? Minus cloud or minus Satya? I'm still getting Satya's wiki page. Satya. Satya.
It exclude
Satya.
the
Satya. In fact, it is including. It is not understanding. Cloud also I'm getting. Satya is also I'm getting.
It is just excluding the bracket in this way.
No, Google is straight. Google says, what are the keywords you want to exclude? Just say minus and that keyword.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
use
it is what
any
I'm telling.
operator in combination of minus.
Okay. So in this
So
case,
minus cloud or
just,
Satya.
yeah, in this case, it is just excluding that bracket, is it? minus bracket. It is just taking that.
Bracket is means
Excluded.
it is not even considered. It
Okay.
considers, see here, minus is completely gone. Here it consider a cloud or Satya. So whichever the result you see, you have a cloud or Satya. Whichever the result you see, you have a cloud or Satya. So minus is not considered at all.
Yeah, meaning basically the exclusion as in the not operator function, I mean, that is not functioning here.
That is not functioning. Google says when you're using not, Google is pretty straight. Don't use any operator. Just say minus keyword, minus keyword, minus keyword. Minus cloud, minus Satya. That's it. So cloud is gone, Satya is also gone. But Satya will never go. Sorry for that. From the search result is gone.
So only for the OR operator, it is accepting the brackets.
Simple one thing.
Shiv, in that case, right, at least one of the results should have minus symbol. I mean to say that minus as it is, right? I'm talking about the previous string, not this one.
See, so many searches are there. So in such short result, we might not really able to see the evidences. But when you go for advanced searches, you might be able to see. But here, if you see, cloud is gone and keyword Satya is also gone. Okay, now payment is also there, right? Or let's see what are the top results. We'll try to exclude. Okay, business profile. Okay, minus business. Okay, business gone. Minus apps. Apps gone. Okay, minus OpenAI. Okay, that also gone. Minus download. That also gone. These are any which ways, these are the features. So don't go with the features. Features doesn't have to do anything with our results. But
And after every minus, space has to be there, right?
Huh?
After every minus, space has to be there. I mean, minus cloud space minus Satya. It can't be minus cloud without space minus Satya, right?
Now it will be see without space, okay? Minus shopping, minus Satya, all these things you are removing. What will happen? I'm getting cloud, I'm getting apps, I'm getting gaming, I'm getting computers, I'm getting Satya, I'm getting all those stuff.
So only a shopping word will be excluded. The rest of the stuff will be considered as
No, even shopping word also will be there. Let's see, somewhere the shopping also will be there. Satya is also here.
Top.
No, that's a feature. The business.
If shopping word is also appearing in the results, then there's
It will appear.
a point, right?
Yeah, it will appear. It will only exclude those results which has shopping hyphen cloud hyphen satya hyphen business as it is. It will only exclude which has a shopping hyphen cloud hyphen satya hyphen business hyphen apps hyphen OpenAI hyphen download. Now here the minus is not considered as a minus. Minus is considered as a hyphen. Only the first minus is considered as a minus, and it will exclude only those results which has this thing as it is. For an example, to give other great example, idli or dosa. Minus vada minus some people write IDLI idli also. Let me just tweak that as well. Okay, idli, idli, idli. Okay, idli dosa, idli dosa, idli dosa, idli dosa, idli dosa, uttappa, idli dosa, idli dosa, idli dosa, idli dosa. Hope everyone had breakfast, right? And not anyone feeling hungry. Looking at idli dosa. Okay, still we have vada images, idli dosa, but I'm just trying to see where is vada. Let's do reverse. Okay, because idli dosa are closely related. Let's go with this. Okay, vada, vada, vada. So Madurai dosa shop, that's a feature again. I'll just exclude that. Idli, 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 soft idli.
Upma space you have not given yourself while writing. Not upma.
Not upma. There is no space. Like if you see here, there is a dosa. Though we have given minus dosa, but we still got dosa here. The reason because it is excluding only those results which has dosa hyphen upma. It is not excluding the results of dosa or upma. So here we see dosa.
And suppose dosas is there. DOSA or
Here also
DOS.
we see dosa. Even dosas also will come. Here also we see dosa. Okay. So does dosa got excluded? Though we have used minus dosa, idli and dosa batter, though we have used minus dosa, does dosa got excluded?
No.
Okay. But when we give minus dosa, minus upma, these are the features, just leave it. Now you will see dosa or upma is completely excluded. Even we are not even getting a pictures of it.
But I want dosas. How to do that?
Is it because you have given a
Dosas
space?
might come because dosas is
minus
different keyword.
DOSA S I want. DOSA I don't want. That is happening.
Whatever you want, minus So whatever you don't want minus whatever you want include. But if you see here, no dosa, no upma. Because Google is straight. Google says that whatever you don't want minus that space minus that space minus that space minus that.
It is not taking like DOSA. Till DOSA, anything comes, I should exclude it. It is not taking like that, no?
It is excluding DOSA.
But DOSA S will come in my result.
Because that I am not excluding. I'm excluding only RAMYA. I'm not excluding RAMYI.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Ah,
Spelling.
full spelling. Okay. Okay.
Full spelling. I'm just trying to see one result which has dosa or upma. These are features, so exclude. Clear? Any doubts? Any questions? We're good?
Say we give
Yes.
after minus brackets dosa space minus upma.
What?
After minus, right? Can you open the brackets once before dosa?
Okay.
No, not here. After minus.
Okay.
And close the bracket.
Where?
After upma.
Okay.
So how is this going to work?
It won't understand.
Okay.
Again, I'm getting dosa, dosa, dosa. Dosa instant mix. Dosa, idli dosa. Google is straight. It simply says whatever you don't want, put minus and the keyword. Don't mix any operator. Don't mix anything with me.
Yeah, got it.
Dosa, dosa. So it's not really understanding as not. It's really understanding as an additional keyword. And we're getting with that. Clear?
Yes, sir. But the
Okay.
same thing in LinkedIn direct search in first class, you told only one not you taught us, no?
What?
In the first class, while teaching the not in LinkedIn.
LinkedIn is different. Google is different.
Yeah, that is not being taught yet, no?
LinkedIn we thought.
Only
Not we
one you
covered.
taught, sir. Not Amazon is what something you taught, but not when we are using two, not the same thing is with LinkedIn. Like how not dosa, not upma. LinkedIn also same thing, same rules.
That also we covered, but in a short. But again, we'll cover in depth when we go for advanced LinkedIn searches.
Okay.
But otherwise, and or not pretty much covered on LinkedIn. Cool. Any doubts, team? Any questions? How do we use not? So instead of using not, we should be using minus, that is this symbol. For example, minus cloud. So Right? Thumb rules will cover in the evening, and then we'll go for a little advanced search, understanding the different types of outputs. All right, team?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubts, any questions on and or not? See, I could do this in 15 minutes also, but the reason we dive it so much, because these are the basic which has to be really strong. Until and unless these basics are not really strong, we won't be able to advance to the advanced levels. All right, team. Any doubts, any confusion on and or not on Google?
We are good.
We are good. Chalo then, great. Let's connect today evening and go for a furthermore thumb rules and furthermore additional operators, some advanced operators. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Shiv,
Yeah.
this is Megha. Are we continuing the same batch in the evening or is it some other session?
No, the next session to this, it will not be same.
So,
Advanced to
I mean,
this.
so you're taking, the weekend batch, like it's going to be 2 sessions, like morning and evening, is it?
Yes. Morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours.
So, oh, okay. I thought it's going to be only like morning. It's going to be evening also?
Yes. Morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours. From Monday to Friday, we are doing 6 hours, and on a weekend, only on Saturday, we are doing 4 hours. Morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. All right, team.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
What
Thank
time
you.
in the
Thank
evening, sir?
What?
What time in the evening we need to log in?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Done.
Bye.
Thank you.